Michael Goldberg here, speaker, coach, author of Knockout Networking here, weighing in for another 3-minute round. Today's focus is no selling ever. No selling ever. So I got to talk about selling versus networking. Networking, as I've mentioned in the past, is a proactive approach to meeting people to learn and potentially help them. Selling is pitching your stuff. A lot of people think that they're the same or that they are interrelated. Now, there is an overlap because many business people that are networking are doing so to generate more business, but there is a time and place. I believe that networking and selling are both important, but they're two different sports, played in two different stadiums at two different points in time. There is a time and place to network, and there is a time and place to sell. And I make it really easy. Networking meeting, network. Sales meeting or sales appointment, well, perhaps selling. But I believe if you're a great networker and you're generating the right amount of attraction and gravity through your ability to make connections and build relationships, that you don't have to sell all that much. You basically just got to talk about how you help, how you serve, and how you can solve a problem. I remember a number of years ago I was at a trade show. A friend of mine invited me and he said, you got to go, great networking. So I showed up and it's at this huge convention center. And he greeted me at the door. And he was thrilled that I was there, and he said, there's somebody that you got to meet. And he dragged me across the row and the aisles, and he introduces me to a guy that I'm going to call Dave, because that's his name. Michael, Dave, you guys have to meet. And he disappeared. Anybody do that to you? They introduce you to somebody else, and then you look for them, and they left you high and dry? Well, I didn't panic. I'm usually good in those situations. I was just more curious as to why I was introduced to Dave. So Dave and I shake hands, and I immediately panic because as we shook hands, he's got a business card in his hand, which is now stuck to mine. So I removed my hand from Dave's, and his business card was actually stuck to my hand. And as I peeled the card, I could see through my peripheral vision that he was just ready to pounce. And as I viewed his card, he asked me if I owned a home. Yeah? Well, great. What's your mortgage rate? My mortgage rate? I said, Dave, I've got a question for you. What type of money you make last year? He looked at me baffled. What? Level with me. We're going to be fast friends here. What type of scratch you pull down? I said, Dave, I have to be fairly direct here. What, do we know each other a minute and you're looking to pitch me on a refinance at a 5-to-1 conversion rate? Look, I got to be honest. I did not come to this event to refinance my house, but you did. Let me let you go. There's probably other people that you need to meet with, and the last thing I want to do is get in the way of that. I shook his hand. Great to meet you. I look forward to seeing you again soon. That's networking versus sales. We have all been Dave. And here's the thing. You can't be Dave, especially if you're an insurance agent, if you're a broker, if you're a real estate agent, because there's just nasty stereotypes where people think that they're going to be meeting Dave, and it prevents a lot of us from networking anyway. So don't be Dave. Well, that's it. You heard the bell. Great hanging out with you for another 3-minute round. If you have any comments, questions, emotional outbursts that you want me to weigh in on, feel free to send them to me at michael@michaelnetworks.com. I've got a ton of resources available. Look them up, and I look forward to seeing you again. And remember, keep the left up.